Don't mind me.
There appears to be a live stream dedicated to magic, and it's ready to start. It promises a magician and a talking elephant. How frivolous. It seems that real-world magic is ready to start. Surely you have better things to be doing. No? Well, I suppose we might as well get it over and done with. Let's cue the fire, shall we?
Honestly, you know what? We did all of this stuff and tried it all out, and it worked fine, and then it didn't. So, hello. Sorry about that. Hi. Welcome back to the New Year show. Yeah. All right. I've kind of already done that and messed it up. So, you know, whatever. All right. Don't go too hard on me. Sorry. I'm kind of new to this. No, I'm not. I probably deserve that. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Real World Magic, where we make your life more magical. My name's Neil Trigger. I'm going to be your magical host, and I'm hopefully not going to do the same mistake as I've just done again next week. Hopefully. Have you seen my... Oh, that was me. Snow. Yeah, check this out. This is what I was doing earlier. It's snowing, and it's snowing pretty damn hard. Woo! Hopefully I can call in to work on Monday and say, I'm sorry, I can't come in because it's snow day. Yes, I work from home. I probably wouldn't get away with it, but, you know, hey-ho. So, yeah, it's snowing. This is awesome. It's actually not my house, this one. This is the house next door, but I was kind of too close. So I was just outside playing in the snow. It was weird because my mother-in-law called me and just went, it's snowing! And I was just thinking... When else do we ever call each other about the weather and start talking about it like this? Yay, it's raining! Honestly, you'd be on the phone every second of every day. Hi, yeah, it's Britain. I know, it's raining again. So, anyway, hello. TDR Graphics 1 is in the house. Hello to you. I haven't seen you for ages. Hi. In fact, I'm just going to head on over to the chat comments, which are that side, which is why I look this side. It always happens, and I don't know why. It's a bit of a weird thing. I did try switching it around, actually, at one point, and it just felt so unnatural and so weird. I didn't like it, so I changed it back. Okay, so Laura Trigger first in chat today. Hello to you, except for me, obviously. I was in chat first, but then I knew I was going live. Take it easy is hi, saying hi. Wow, it's you. It is. It's hey. I'm going to probably try to keep this energy up, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. I'm just going to be absolutely exhausted if I keep on with this energy level. Chivalrous Tube was in there. Hello to you. He is one of our patrons. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm going to have to get rid of the snow. There we go. He's one of our wonderful patrons. If you want to be one of these people, then you can always check us out on patreon.com/realworldmagic. You can also visit my website at realworldmagic.net. Let's keep on going on through the chat, because I know we've got some more people in here. Sith Gaming is in the house. Hello. Whoop, whoop. Again, haven't seen you for a long time, so hi to you. Janet Gent's there. Hello. And
oh my god!
That's just for you, Mum. Love you. Kaylee Christensen is in the house. TDR Graphics One. I think I said hello to you anyway already, but you know, you get another one.
Ew, boogers.
I just pressed the wrong button. So, yeah. Oh, you're on 75 subs now. That's really awesome. Let's go. Oh my god! No, that's a good thing. That's really rubbish, isn't it? Balram Wadwani. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I don't know. Hello. Hi, it USNE. Okay. It USNE. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Yes. Everyone from rainy Kentucky. Oh, it's snowing here. I know, it's snow. Check it out. Woo! I'm super excited. This is the sort of reaction that I get when there's snow. I don't know. Mate, I just want to get my snow boots out of the loft. Actually, I know exactly where they are, which is cool. I don't know where my gloves are. The only gloves I did find, actually, I'll see if I... Oh, here we are. I almost lost them again. These gloves, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see them. I don't quite know why I'm putting them on. It's to demonstrate that you're not going to be able to see them. Check out my hand. I know, right? These are actually for an upcoming video that I'm going to do about... I'm going to do an apparition lesson. So if anyone wants to see that apparition lesson, let me know in the comments. And I will probably... I don't know. I could tag you in it, I suppose. Couldn't I? I could tag you in there. That'd be cool. He's cuckoo. I am cuckoo. I'm completely crazy today. I'm not even drunk. I mean, I do have one of these. It is my second one, but I'm not drunk. It's just purely snow. I like snow. You have a question. Cool. Let's go on with questions. I like questions. I like interaction in general, so you guys talking is awesome. Hello to you. I've got loads of real or fake today as well, so while you're typing, I'll just keep on talking, because otherwise it's going to be dead air. We've got loads of real or fake, but I am going to shake it up today. So this is going to be kind of a... yeah, Chivalrous Jude just said dry January. Yeah, sure. Okay, I know it's only the second and I'm already on the booze, so fair cop, gov. What was I saying? Yeah, so real or fake is going to change a little bit in the new year. So this is the new year, so let's explain the new rules. I will get to you in a second, Balram. I'll just explain this for a second. So the new rules to real or fake are... I'll explain the old rules first, and then I'll explain what's new. So the old rules were, I would say a fact, and you could tell me whether or not it's real or fake. And I would just sit here and wait for you guys to vote. I don't think that's particularly entertaining. I'm sure you guys didn't particularly like me sitting there going, what do you think? Let's talk to Frank. What do you think? So instead, in order to try and make this a little bit more entertaining, a bit more of a dynamic show and keep me talking and all of that sort of stuff, hopefully the sort of stuff that you want to see, I'm shaking it up a little bit. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So normally I do a question and then wait for an answer, whether it's real or fake, and then I reveal the answer, and that's that. But today I'm going to switch it all up. I'm going to tell you a bit more about the thing that I'm trying to convince you of, whether it's a real thing as a fact or completely made up. I will tell you a bit more of background. I'll go into all of that, and then we can decide whether or not it's real or fake. How's that sound? Does that sound better? So even the fake stuff, I've made up a whole backstory for it. The real stuff, I'm going to give you all of the history of it, and you can tell me whether the truth is stranger than fiction. So I think that's going to be a bit more interesting. Certainly a little bit more work for me to give you the background of all the stuff that I've made up, but I think it's going to be worth it, so sure. Do you think about Harry Potter every day? I'm going to do something now which I wasn't planning on doing. This is my office. Yes, I think about Harry Potter every day. Yeah, I do. Actually, that's not the only thing. So if I press this, where is it? This button here. That's my wand display case that my wife bought me for Christmas. So it's, yeah, even on special days. Yeah, that's actually behind the screen, so I'm not going to show you that. Although I could sort of, yeah, that's it there. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to show you that, but I did. And I hear about it every day, said Laura. Yeah, sorry, darling. This sounds good. Cool, excellent. Is Frank going to join us today? He is, but because you got here on time, I always do this little preamble first. So yes, he will be here in just a moment. So I'm going to press that button. Hopefully that will destroy it. Cool. Good. So yeah, how's everyone doing? I'm really enjoying this. In fact, I'm enjoying it so much. I don't know whether I told you, but there was something that happened recently. It was, oh yeah, that was it. This is it. So it's a new year. Bye-bye and good riddance, frankly, 2020. I do kind of feel a bit bad for 2020. It wasn't its fault. It started out all right. It just kind of went off the rails a little bit at the end there, didn't it? My office is all Basset Hounds, Star Wars, some HP, hockey and roller derby. Wow, that's a bit of a mishmash. That's quite a buffet of your interests there, TDR Graphics One. I like that. So, yeah, Basset Hounds are so cute, though. They look depressed all the time, and I kind of just want to give them a snuggle. They are really cool. So Happy New Year, everybody. We're in 2021 now, which is really hard to believe. And I think the reason for that is almost like the perception thing. We've got all these perceptual filters in our brains anyway, and the older we get, the more it seems like time is marching on. But I think the problem with 2020 was that everything was so cancelled that we haven't really got any yardsticks against which to measure it. We haven't got any major events. You know, all of the weddings were cancelled pretty much. Certainly some of the gigs that I had booked in and paid for from the year before have gone. It's not that they're cancelled, but they're rescheduled for this year, for May this year. I don't even know whether they're going to be cancelled again. And they were paid for back in 2019, so I've still got to go. I'm still obligated to be there, and it's someone's big day, so I do feel really bad for them. But I'm just thinking, I don't really want to do this. I had the money 2 years ago, but you know, I'll still go. Of course I will. But I have friends in the UK with Bassets. Oh, cool. So I don't really want a dog. I love the idea of a dog, and I'd love a dog, but I don't want one. I don't know whether I'm making any sense at all. Forgot about that, said Laura. What's that? Not sure. Saying, my room is Harry Potter World. Cool. I'd love that. I've actually got a Bellatrix Lestrange wand up next to my other two wand cases there. I am going to be doing a bit of a tour through everything that I've got eventually, probably a bit later on this year. So I've got, pardon me. Oh yeah, Laura said about the wedding. Fair enough. I forgot about that. But then I checked my diary and it's still there. So I've got whole loads of huge amounts of stuff. Actually, I've got 3 skulls up there. There's an evil spell book. Then there's my sort of organizer with all of my wax seals and potion making kit. All the cookbooks are up there. They're actually in my office, not in the kitchen, because I don't want them to get ruined by oil and stuff like that. Then there's a Ouija board. And I know what some people think about Ouija boards, but I just think it's cool. So don't panic. It's not going to summon the dead or anything. Then there's an Aladdin's lamp, and I really want to make like a genie coming out of it. Pardon me. So I'm quite curious as to how I'm going to do that. I'm not really sure yet, but I bought that a year or so ago. I'm not even going to say what that is because that's rude. Then I've got two magic wands. And I've got some other Harry Potter stuff going up through there, like a chocolate frog and a cauldron and all of that sort of stuff. So, my friend has a race? A reel, maybe? Is that what you're trying to say? Harry Potter card, do you have any hate? Potter cards? Harry Potter cards? I don't have any Harry Potter cards at all. I actually gave away a couple of stickers that looked a bit like Harry Potter cards. I think there might be one in my chocolate frog, but I'm not sure. Which house are you in? I'm in Ravenclaw. Which house are you in? I want to find out about you guys. A rare. Cool. Fair enough. So that's 2021. We are going to be making a whole load of cool stuff, including... don't know whether I can lift this one. Crikey. This is heavy. This is a spare monitor, which was connected to my Mac. But because I'm a clever clogs and a bit of a technophile, is that the right word? I've connected 3 computers all to the same mouse, keyboard and monitors, and I can switch using a switch box and a clever array of wires, which I'm not going to show you because it's a blooming mess. I can now get rid of that monitor because I don't really need it anymore. So rather than just throwing it away, I can either connect it up to my projector, or I can make a smart mirror, or I can make a living painting that moves when you come near it, or I could link it up to a Raspberry Pi and do something really clever. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet, but I'd really appreciate you guys' is that a word? Input on what I could do with my spare monitor. There's also a TV up in the loft that I really want to play with as well. Maybe take it apart, thin it down, put it on the wall, that sort of thing. So yeah, I've got a whole load of stuff that I want to do this year. I would say next year, but it's this year now, which is weird. I'm moving house next year, which is in fact, it's very much like this. Yep. So, I love hearing ghost encounters. You should definitely submit them. Yeah. So if you want to submit any ghost stories to realworldmagic.net, that's that one there, then I can read them online. I haven't had any for a while, so if you would like to submit any ghost stories, please do, and I will read them out live. So that'd be awesome. And yeah, I've put the link. Where is it? There. Hi, link. Yeah, I've put it in chat anyway. So I have a few ghost encounters I will share. Cool, thanks TDR Graphics 1. That's awesome. I'm just going to call you TDR because otherwise it's going to be a bit of a long thing. We love to go on ghost walks here. Many haunted places in Kentucky. That's cool. There is actually a ghost hunter that I know in Texas. Don't know how far Texas and Kentucky are from each other. Probably quite a long way. But there we are. So we did a collaboration a while back as well. So that'll be cool. I think we're up to date there on... Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking to TDR Graphics 1. They say they have ghost stories. Cool. I have an idea that is when you next stream, go and spend $1,000 on Harry Potter. I wish I had $1,000. By the way, if you do want to support this channel, head on over to patreon.com/realworldmagic, where you can give me $1,000 and I'll be perfectly happy. You can also visit realworldmagic.net, buy $1,000 worth of my stuff, and then I'll have $1,000, which will be awesome. Or you can go just down here somewhere around there. There'll be a little $sign in a square. That's for a super chat if you want to donate and set my 2021 off to a good start. By donating $1,000, then I'll gladly spend $1,000 on Harry Potter stuff. Otherwise, it's just going to have to be to my budget. Yeah, I don't think I can afford $1,000, and this stream is just not big enough yet. Nowhere near. I mean, you can tell there's like 7 people on at the moment. Some of the bigger streams have hundreds, if not thousands, of people on. Speak to Mr. Beast. Get him to buy you $1,000 of stuff. That would be nice. I don't know actually where Jimmy gets all his money from. But yeah, he's clearly got a lot of money. 11 hours from where I live to Dallas. Okay, cool. I think actually, I think Brittany does live in Dallas, so that'd be cool. So maybe Kentucky and Texas aren't that far, really. I mean, 11 hours does sound like a lot, but when you're in America, 11 hours to travel somewhere really isn't very far, is it? I mean, you can get there in a day but you can get there. It's like me driving to Edinburgh, I suppose. I mean, for me, that seems like a long way. But to someone in America, I guess 11 hours probably doesn't seem very far. You probably shouldn't share your personal phone number online. No, that's a very good point. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, to be honest. Britney Spears. No, Brittany Cook, as was. I can't remember her surname now. She's got married anyway. But yeah, we did a collaboration last year. We can say last year now, which is weird. Do I play Minecraft? I don't, but Chivalrous Tube does, so he's the guy to ask about that. Bubba Cookies is in the house. Hold on, I've been doing this for everybody. Yeah, we can't do that. We can't say they're in the house without doing that. Yay! So hi Bubba Cookies and welcome back. I've got this really annoying bit of skin I just need to rip it off like some rabid animal because it's really annoying me. So, yes, let's do some... Shall we do some Frank? Let's talk to Frank. Let's get rid of this 2021 nonsense. And we're back in the dungeon today. I mean, we could be Christmassy just for a little bit longer. Should we be Christmassy? And then we can get rid of that one and we can hear the crackling flue fire. Oh my god, I've had one today too. Had one what? Oh, boba cookies. You've had a boba tea, probably. Oh, sorry. Need to clear the old larynx. Okay, so let's do some Frank. So, hi Frank, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, you doing all right?
Yes.
Or you just doing okay?
Okay.
Good. I just wanted to use that button.
Yes, you need to program the buttons properly.
Yeah, I know. Never mind.
Thank you.
Thank you for what?
I forget.
Right, fair enough.
You messed up again.
I did, I'm sorry.
You really do need to pay more attention.
Yeah, I know. It's a very stressful job presenting the show, actually.
I want to present the show.
No, you can't.
Why?
Well, because it's going to be too much work, frankly, to program you.
Okay. You know what that means, don't you?
What does that mean?
I forget.
Yeah, okay, rubbish. You've got a terrible memory.
I have the memory of an elephant. I remember my mum. She's an elephant.
Yeah, you've said that joke before.
Yes.
That wasn't funny then either.
Ha ha. I'm funny.
Yeah, okay. Where's your hat? Oh, good point.
Yes.
Yeah, would you like a hat then, Frank?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Okay, hold on a second. I'll sort it out.
Okay.
What sort of would you like a party hat?
Yes.
Okay, because it's still New Year, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you.
You're very welcome. No problem. Hiya, Frank. Everyone say hello. Yeah, hello. No, annoying piece of skin on my finger. Oh, right. Okay. By the way, good night all. Love yous, by the way. Oh, love you too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, and you've gone as well, Frank. Come on, come back.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, when you say goodbye, you don't just have to disappear.
Okay.
All right.
You need to program the buttons properly.
Yeah, all right. That was on me, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, actually, Balram, it is like 5 hours ahead, isn't it? So it's like what is it, 11:30, something like that over your way. I'm guessing. So yeah. Okay. Right. So what we're going to do, we're going to do some real or fake. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the story. Whether it's real or fake is immaterial at this point. I'll tell you what the fact is, what the story is, and then after you've heard a little bit more, you can decide whether or not it's real or fake. And you can tell me during me telling you, you can just type it in, and then that should get round some of the lag. And then hopefully there isn't going to be too much of hanging around and stuff like that. Lynn Kirby is in the house. Woo! Oh, that's really annoying. I'm going to have to get some scissors on that. Yeah, so you guys are all, you're all friends. It's nice. Oh, I missed out on Amy Adams. Hello to you. How you doing? I don't think I've seen you in here for a while either. So, hello. Right, let's do some real or fake. And we could do... No, it's actually snowing at the moment, isn't it? So it's... Should we keep the snow there? Yeah. Oh, sorry, Frank. It's right in front of you. That's oh, that's very rude of me, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Right, so I think you're maybe going to need to go for some of this because
Why?
well, you're going to be slightly in the way
Okay.
because I've got pictures again this time.
Yes?
Yeah, alright, I'll see you in a bit.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so let's do some real or fake. Cool, man. So let's do this. This is called exploding head syndrome. Now I've got a bit of a script to make sure that I don't fluff up any of these facts and any of these lies. So I'm going to be basically telling you the truth and telling you lies, and you can decide which one is which. So you can vote any time, by the way, but when I get to the end I will tell you the answer, and so just make sure that you do vote on this as I'm talking. Okay, so this is called exploding head syndrome, and it's a real thing. Or is it? So, let me see. So, just to make it easier for me to work out what you're voting on, I'm also going to tell you the question number so that you can write down your answer by typing the number and then either real or fake. So, for example, if I get to question number 11, and I probably won't because I haven't got that many, but if I ever get to number 11 and number 11 is real, you type 11 real. Deal? Sounds good. I only use that example because I'm probably never going to get to question 11. So let's play real or fake. Okay, so exploding head syndrome. So this is not a syndrome as such that causes heads to literally explode. This is actually a sleep disorder, or parasomnia as it's called, and this is a sleep disorder that manifests itself by sounding like a loud sound when or as you're falling asleep. So it's not your head literally exploding like this. Where is it? Like this? Yeah, it's not literally your head exploding, but it's a sound that you hear inside your own head. So when you fall asleep, if you suffer from the sleep disorder, you might hear a loud bang, cough, door slam or explosion, and it'll be so loud that it will wake you up. Now bear in mind that this sound is not real. It's not a real sound, but so the bedroom could be totally silent, but the sleeper will be woken up by it, by a very loud noise. So like yesterday, for example, because I suffer from this myself, I actually heard someone shouting the word mum really, really loudly, and it's only heard by the person suffering from it. But it's not real. So the sound isn't real. So is this real or fake? Vote now, please. Okay, so I think Frank would look great with a bow tie on his trunk. That would be cool, actually, yeah. TDR Graphics 1 says exploding head is true. Okay, Chivalrous Tube says real, and he used this little emoji, which you can get if you join this channel, by the way. I forgot about that. So if you want to join this channel, just click the join button down there. I think it starts at like, I don't know, $5 a month. I should really know this, shouldn't I? Yeah, I think it's like $5 a month, and you get a whole load of benefits and extra features and live streams and stuff like that. So if you want to do that, then do that. It'll be cool. And then you can start using these little emojis to vote real or fake. Janet Jen says real. Boba Cookie says real. Exploding head is true, said TDR Graphics 1. Amy said real. You just gave it away. I didn't. No, I didn't, actually. What I said was that the sound is not real, but the person suffering from it, they hear it. So, okay, so Frank, is this real or fake?
This one is actually real.
Really?
I don't think any of you were particularly surprised by that, but yes, it is actually real. It's a neurological condition, so that when you're going to sleep, you start hearing noises. It can be door slamming, loud coughs, bangs, that sort of thing, and it does wake the sleeper up. And genuinely, I did hear someone shouting yesterday. I've also heard explosions and pops and bangs and that sort of thing. It sounds to me like I've got exploding head syndrome, which is not a very nice thing because it does wake me up quite a lot. It's also, the more tired you are, the more likely it is to happen as you're going to sleep, because you then start slipping in bit quicker and that sort of thing. There's a whole load of different reasons for it. I'm not going to go into it now, but yes, exploding head syndrome is real, which I think is pretty amazing. You just gave it away, lol. No, I didn't actually. So yeah, I said it's only heard by the person suffering from it. Is that real or fake? So that's the way I'm going to present all of the facts from now on, regardless of whether or not they're real. Hopefully that'll be good. Welcome to Student Witch or Wizard. Hello, Janet Jen. Thank you for that. Actually, I think that deserves one of these. I now have 2 members. That's awesome. So Janet Jen can now vote. So that's cool. So yeah, down there's a whole load of custom emojis that I've designed specifically for real or fake. So you can just click real or click fake, and you can only do that if you're a member. Okay, I've heard people singing, said Boba Cookies. That's interesting. Hearing things as you're falling asleep isn't necessarily exploding head syndrome. Exploding head syndrome is specifically loud noises which then pull you out of that alpha beta rhythm, so it pulls you back into standard state. But yeah, people singing is a fairly common one. Often, if you're falling asleep as you're doing that, then that's it will sort of lure you into sleep rather than sort of pull you out of it. Yay! Welcome to the member squad. We've got 2 members. That's cool. It's common to feel like you're falling. Yeah, or you're fallen. Yeah, so the theory is in sort of parapsychology that your astral body is floating away. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. I did watch something really interesting actually about parallel universes today that said there has to be, absolutely has to be, infinite universes in order for the physics to make sense. It's all about the way that the Big Bang started, and the hot Big Bang kind of explains most of it, but there needed to be a cold Big Bang, which was like the expansion, where something went from the size of a pea to the size of an orange in a fraction of a second, travelling faster than the speed of light to get to that state and then explode. Although it wasn't really an explosion, it was more like an expansion and creation of space, and what was very clever stuff. But in order to explain the physics behind that, there needs to be multiverses. And in those multiverses, because they are infinite, they could have different laws of physics. Harry Potter could be a real person. Squirrels could take over the world and demand that their human underlings gather nuts for them 20 hours a day. That sort of thing. So literally anything could happen. In fact, 20 hours could be the minimum. It could be even longer, because the rotation of the Earth could take such a long time that days turn into months. Loads of weird stuff. So it's quite exciting in a weird way, and also the fact that those universes and ours can also collide. There's proof out there that, or evidence out there that suggests that maybe that's already happened. It's called the Great Cold Spot. So you can Google that after the show if you want. So I definitely got off topic there, because we were talking about the exploding head syndrome, but let's go back to real or fake. I've probably replaced Boris in another universe. I wouldn't mind. I think he's genuinely doing a fairly good job anyway. But that's just me. I don't know. I'm also going to just make Janet Gent, if I can. I'm going to make her a moderator. There you go. You've got some extra privileges, which is very nice. I never knew this was a syndrome. I have heard loud snaps and bangs when I'm really tired. It's a genuine thing. It's called exploding head syndrome. You've probably replaced... Oh, I probably have. Right, cool. Okay, let's go on, because this is taking far too long. Number 2. This is Harry Potter. That's definitely real. Don't get me wrong. So if this fact is real, and I haven't got to it yet, but if it's real, type number 2, real. If it's fake, type 2, fake. Okay, the Book of Solomon, known as the Key of Knowledge, has words that turn you invisible. But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
What does this mean, moderator? It just means that you can boot people out if they're annoying you, but please don't abuse it. I'm sure you wouldn't abuse it anyway. It'll be fine. So, I've not tried this myself, but it is real. Or is it? I figured I'd try it now. So, it's these words, okay? And we're going to try them together, and we're going to see whether or not this is actually going to work. So, here we go. Stabon asen gabelium sane ni note ni en obel lab onerem bala mentem balnon tig u mel milligali jun es is hirma barukatha akha rana raras tara cub bu karet karami, by the mercy which you bear towards mankind, make me to be invisible. Okay, that seems to have worked. But is that real or fake? Okay, I'm going to press the button now just to make me back visible again, because it's kind of weird. Okay, what does this mean? Yeah, I think I explained that. Oh, Harry, you're getting in the way, dude. Get out of the way. Is that real or fake? Final time of calling. Uh-oh, he's casting a curse. Okay, so Janet Gent says it's fake. Balram, who I thought was going to bed actually, is still here and said real. Chivalrous Tube said real. Boba Cookie said real. And TDR Graphics said fake. I think you've said it all backwards. Okay. And Chivalrous Tube just thinks I'm casting a curse. So, come on Frank, is this real or fake?
This one is actually real.
Really?
Yes, indeed, it is actually real. So the King Solomon's book, The Key of Knowledge. I want Amy Adams said real very last second, so I'll accept that. Yes, indeed, it is actually real, and I don't think it really works. Don't get me wrong, but it does actually say it in King Solomon's Key of Knowledge. It has words that turn the reader invisible. There is a little bit more to it. There's a whole ritual that goes with it. But yes, the words, in theory, should turn the reader invisible. Now, there have been lots of things across the years where people thought that they were invisible. So, for example, there was a guy who looked into a mirror after smearing lemon juice on his face. And I think the reason for this was that he read something in... like New Scientist that said if you bathe your hands in acid, like lemon juice or pineapple juice is a particularly good one for this, you don't have fingerprints anymore. It'll temporarily take them away because it's slightly acidic, and it'll, in a similar way to when you have a bath and your fingers go all pruny, if you bathe your fingers in lemon juice or pineapple juice, and particularly pineapple juice, they're very, very effective. Your fingerprints will basically go like a big flat biscuit. It just won't pick up any fingerprints at all. So if you're going to rob a place, if you do that beforehand, you won't need gloves. So yeah, you can bathe your whole hand in it and it'll take away your fingerprints. So he thought, well, if I can do that, because he misinterpreted take away your fingerprints with go invisible. It'll make your fingerprints go invisible. Kind of it will. It'll just take them off. It'll erase some of the texture of it. So this guy thought, if I smother my face in lemon juice, I'll go invisible. He then looked in a mirror to check, except that it wasn't a mirror. It was a window. The window was open, and so he thought he was invisible. So he just strolled into a bank, just bold as brass. He was wearing clothes, but he just walked in, and his defence was, I thought I was invisible, no one can see me. And he just walked up to the teller and just went, give me all the money. So he tried to rob this bank, and everyone was just like, I can see your face, I know who you are. Yeah. That's not the only weird bank robbing tale, but I'm going to save the others for later because some are absolutely mental. But yeah, that's actually real. King Solomon's Key of Knowledge did actually have those words, and they are supposed to make you invisible. Boba Cookies is like, whoa, I know. There are books out there that make you go invisible. They don't, not really. It's all just utter nonsense. Okay, number 3. This is interesting. This looks like macaroni, and there's a reason for that. The word magic comes from an old Latin word for pasta. But is that real or fake? Okay, so the story goes that a 15th century conjurer in Italy created a magic trick where he made macaroni vanish. And so the word magic comes from a Latin version of the word for macaroni, meaning making pasta vanish. Is that real or fake? Who mistakes an open window for a mirror, said Boba Cookies. I know! You can't make this stuff up. Honestly, some of the real or fake research that I've done, you come across a fact that's absolutely verifiable, and you think, really? It's just mad. Okay, Chivalrous Tube said 3 is fake. Katie Christensen said true. She's back in the game. Hello to you. You've been a bit quiet. So Janet Jen said lol. Didn't actually vote on this one, I don't think. Laura Trigger said real. I'm guessing she's talking about number 3. TDR Graphics 1 said 3 is fake. Boba Cookie said 3 is fake. Janet Jen said fake. Amy Adams said fake. And Katie Christensen's the only one who thinks it's true. Okay, I think we're going to have to do a final frank evaluation. I like that. Frank evaluation. Let's do it.
This one is actually real.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's not actually. I'm totally lying. No, I made this up. Yeah, you've pretty much all got it right.
I'm afraid it's a stinking fake.
I bet you're all like, what, really? No, not really, no. The word magic does not come from that. I don't actually know the origins of the word magic, which is dreadful for someone who hosts a show about magic. Yeah, you were like, what? No, sorry, I did that just purely to mess you up. In fact, it was because I pressed the wrong button, actually. So Kelly Christensen's quiet and she's cleaning the kitchen while watching. Awesome. Can you clean mine afterwards? We're just a hop across the bridge. It'll be fine. Right, so let's do number 4. Where are we? Oh, yes. Now, this is actually a picture of Saint Nicholas. So this is the patron saint of children. Forget that, because it's not about him at all. But it's the best image that I could find that would illustrate this. So, in the 19th century, is this real or fake? I might add. In the 19th century, a Catholic church made a magician a saint because he used magic tricks to prove the power of God. But is that real or fake? I'm sure I'm loopy on the cleaning fumes.
Wowee.
Yeah. Right. I'm 3 for 3, yay, but then I wouldn't have a job. Wouldn't have a job? Don't know what you mean. Number 4 is fake and number 4 is real, according to Janet Gent and Laura Trigger in that order. That's interesting, actually. So I'll tell you a little bit more. So in the 19th century, a magician used magic tricks to prove the power of God and lure children to Sunday school. He was so effective, they made him a saint. Is that real or fake? Oh, Boba Cookies, I can't decide, to number 4. What do you reckon? In the 19th century, a magician used magic tricks to prove the power of God and lure children to Sunday school, and he was so effective that they made him a saint. Is that real or fake? Lynn Kirby said, late Middle English from Old French magicus, from Greek magus, magi, we regarded as a magician. Oh, okay. Magi, yeah. regarded as magicians. So yeah. Chivalrous Tube said number 4 is fake. Janet Jen said it's fake. Boba Cookies haven't yet decided. What was his name? I'm not going to tell you that in case you want to Google it. Boba Cookies also said it's fake. Okay, no, this one is actually real.
This one is actually real.
Really?
Yeah, I'm afraid that one's completely real. TDR Graphics 1 just took down the tree, heading over to a friend so we can go to a drive-through Christmas light show at a sculpture park. That does sound cool, actually.
Wowee.
That sounds really sarcastic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does. But yeah, that does sound good, actually. So I'm guessing that's probably your cue to leave, but thanks ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, this one's actually real. So his name is Saint John Bosco, probably the most boring magician in the world. Lured children, which is not a shock for the Catholic Church, to be honest, I guess, using something called gospel magic. So yeah, turning water to wine, that sort of thing, proving the existence of God in the 19th century. So the Catholic Church decided to make him a saint. So yeah, Saint John Bosco, and that's pretty much the only reason that they made him a saint, which is a bit scary, really. The patron saint of luring children to Sunday school, I guess. Okay, so now you can tell us his name. Yeah, his name was Saint John Bosco, B-O-S-C-O. Okay, let's get rid of that one and move on to number 5. Now, this isn't about these witches in particular. This is about the words hocus pocus. The words hocus pocus are not from Disney. They didn't invent it. They're actually named after a Norse sorcerer called Ocus Bocus. Is that real or fake? How do you like the new format, by the way? I know this is a bit of a weird one, a bit of a weird way of doing it, that I sort of tell you everything up front and then tell you whether or not it's real or fake at the end. Do you prefer that? I think it's working a little easier. It gives you guys time to respond as well. Chivalrous Tube is pretty much on it right now. He's just like, yeah, smash that. So I'm not saying whether you're right or not, but you are at least responding fast. 5, real, said Chivalrous Tube. I'm just guessing, lol. Janet Jen said 5, real. Hey, Jelly Duck 100 is in the house. Hello to you. Yeah, good to see you too, man. We're just playing real or fake at the moment. So this one is where are we? Number 5. The words hocus pocus are not from Disney. They're actually named after a Norse sorcerer called Ocus Bocus. So according to Daniel Defoe, who was a writer at the time of the plague, people would wear bracelets and amulets with the name Ocus Bocus touching their skin. And so Ocus Bocus became Ocus Bocus because people read the word rather than pronounced it. And that Ocus Bocus became Ocus Pocus, and then Ocus Pocus, it became Hocus Pocus, because people thought that they were just mispronouncing Ocus. So is that real or fake? Maybe we should do that in this current climate. But then again, we've got the vaccine now, so we'd better do that instead, I think. Is that real or fake? So we've got Chivalrous Tube saying real, Janet Jen saying real, Boba Cookie saying real. What do you think? Final time of asking, real or fake?
Real or fake?
Chin chin. I think there may be some lagging going on, other people not really responding, but that's cool, don't panic. Oh, go on then, let's give the answer.
This one is actually real.
Really?
Yeah, this one's actually real, which is kind of crazy. So there is a Norse sorcerer, or there was a Norse sorcerer called Ocus Bocus, and they did indeed have little metal straps that they would have the words Ocus Bocus on it in order to kind of invoke his spirit, and that would then be touching their skin. When they took them off, they did a whole load of different things, actually. It's kind of like, if anyone's read Harry Potter, rather than just seeing the movies, when Voldemort is raised to power, they start, some unscrupulous wizards start selling amulets and things that don't really do anything but help people to feel like they're protected against he that shall not be named. So it's a similar sort of thing with the plague. It's kind of in a similar situation to now, I guess, that people don't really know what's going on. People are fearful. There's a lot of fear and worry out there, and they just want to feel better. So this Ocus Bocus bracelet was one of the ways of feeling better, and it all became a bit of hocus pocus because it didn't really work. People were found dead with these things on them. So yeah, that's it really. Bit of a nasty one, I guess. So thankfully we're not going to end on that. We're going to move on to number 6. Oh yeah, okay, so number 6. Sausages are magical. But is that real or fake? Boba Cookie said, I read it. Good for you. Yeah. It's a lot to read through. The whole Harry Potter series is a lot to read through. But if you get that far, good on you. That's heavy reading, that is. So the idea here is that the humble sausage was once used by a magician who didn't have a magic wand to hand. So Elan Mantoop is a street performer from India who was performing in a market, in the floating vegetable market, in fact, in Srinagar. He set up his stall next to a woman selling freshly cooked beef sausages, which actually those are pork sausages, I think. So the beef sausages are a little bit browner than that. Now Elan was very short-sighted and he lost his magic wand during a cup and balls routine. Now if you can imagine a few things happening all at the same time here. So firstly, the sausage seller picked up a pound of sausages, gave it a shake, and one of the sausages flew out, landed next to Mantoop, who was performing at the time. Then, from a combination of the dark colour of the cooked beef sausages and Mantoop's poor eyesight, Mantoop picked up the sausage by mistake, realised that it was hot, and then threw it into the crowd. Okay, so that's the first part. Then this scared a chicken nearby, which then started flapping its wings, and one person in the crowd started shouting that the magician had turned his wand into a chicken. Then Mantoop found his wand and showed the crowd, and everyone was amazed at how he did it. It was like, oh my god, the wand was over there and now it's over here. But is that real or fake? Okay, so 6. Boba Cookie said 6, fake. Chivalrous Tube said, I'm just going to say fake. Laura Trigger said real. Depends, I guess. Do they explode? said Janet Gentle. That's a good question. If this is fake, you have too much spare time, said Chivalrous Tube. Although you have just said fake. So are you now saying it's real? 6 sounds so wacky. That is true. It does sound wacky. But is it real or fake? Okay, so we have a real, a fake, a real, another real, and then another fake. We're very much tied on this. So I think it's all down to Janet Jen. What do you say? Do you reckon it's real or fake? So we've got Laura saying it's real, Chivalrous Tube saying fake, then Boba Cookie saying fake. You make them sound so real, so I guess that's kind of real, but then Amy Adams said it's real. Then Harley Robertson, I don't think I actually seen you before, so hello to you and give you one of these. Yeah, we like new people around here, so hi to you, Harley. And we're just playing real or fake at the moment. I just told a ridiculous story about a sausage. But is it real or fake? Did Elan Mantoop find a sausage, mistake it for his magic wand, pick it up, it was too hot, threw it, turned into a chicken? Did all of that happen, or is it utterly bonkers? So Janet Gent says it's real. You've swung the vote. You've all said it's real, and
I'm afraid it's a stinking fake.
Yeah, sorry, that was just me. I just made the whole thing up. Yeah, I do have far too much time on my hands. I know.
Wowee.
Yeah, wow. He sounds like me. Funny that. So, yeah, Elan Mantooth doesn't exist. I made him up. He did not perform anything at the floating market. The floating market is a thing, but it's a vegetable market, which should probably have given it away. No one's going to be cooking beef sausages at a vegetable market, and there shouldn't be a stray chicken either, because it's floating on a dock. There we go. That was so detailed. Yeah, I know. Bonkers. Okay, so let's go on to number 7, shall we? This is the 7th and final one. Amazing. Oh, thank you, Ali. That actually took a while to write, actually, but I did enjoy it. It was quite bonkers. So, yeah, no, sausages are not real. I did write a little bit more, actually. They're often not even made of meat, at least not most of it. So according to the BBC, in order for a sausage to be called a sausage, it only needs to be 42% meat. So the majority of it doesn't need to be meat. That's in this country, in the UK anyway. So generally, pork sausages must contain a minimum of 42% meat, but the minimum is actually as low as 32% meat if the package is labelled as generic sausage. So ear, snout and cheek are all allowed in sausages, but it will be labelled as head meat. So the whole thing about testicles and anuses and trotters, that's nonsense. So you can kind of rest assured a little bit, but you can have trotter, ear and snout. Sorry, not trotter, ear, snout and cheek. So it's all meat, but it's just not very good quality meat. So in the UK, you might get around this by selling bangers, which is a British slang for sausages, and as the Smart Price sausages had 34% meat content in 2008, they sold for 2p each, so 8 for 16p, with the rest being made of rusk, soya protein, raising agent and fat, and flavouring and water as well. And a bit of preservative in there. So rusk is a hard, dry biscuit or twice-baked bread, so kind of think like a crouton sort of thing. Often if they're fried, then it'll be that fat that goes into it as well. So if you're trying to get away from carbs by eating a fry-up, like on the Atkins diet or something like that, you can actually ditch your cheap sausages completely, because there's going to be a lot of carbohydrate in it from the rusk. So you can either eat 100% meat ones from a butcher, you can swap them out for bacon instead, but again sometimes that has sugar in it, or you can completely give them a miss and just eat eggs. So there you go, yeah, nice little education thing for you as well. That explains why you've been so busy. Fair point. Amazing. Said Boba Cookies, I'm not sure what that means. Be right back. Okay, fair enough. What about vegetarian? Well, vegetarian sausages definitely are allowed to be called vegetarian sausages. I don't quite know why. It's maybe because it's vegetarian before the sausage. It doesn't actually need any meat content at all, for obvious reasons, I suppose. Okay, so number 7. This is the final one. Sorry, chaps. Okay, so women in Northern Ireland would traditionally pile stones on top of the most beautiful flower in their flower patch to ensure that trolls were not tempted into the garden. Is that real or fake? They taste awesome. Yeah, that is very true. Is magic real? Harley, that is an excellent question, one that I have answered several times already on this channel before. It's a very complicated answer though. Magic, like waving a magic wand and just pointing at the camera and saying some magic words and something happening, unfortunately not. Magic is real in as much as any effect that you can't adequately explain can be classed as magic. So for example, I did actually prepare this. This is quite good of me today. Hopefully I can do this. So watch very carefully. Hopefully that's not going to reflect too much. There we go. Yeah. Or is it 8 or 7? No, this is number 7. Question number 7 now. So, women in Northern Ireland would traditionally pile stones on top of the most beautiful flower in their flower patch to ensure that trolls weren't tempted into the garden. The idea here is that trolls are nasty little blighters that cause damage to the house, and can bring with them bad luck. So similar to leprechauns, trolls are fairly small, but unlike leprechauns, they only bring bad luck. Trolls can turn into stone when they're out in the sun for too long, and so housewives in Northern Ireland were said to pile stones in their garden as a warning to trolls of what would happen to them if they crossed the boundary of the property. Is that real or fake? Chivalrous Tube says real. Boba Cookies is back. Whoop whoop.
Wow,
That's so not the right button. Sorry about that. Oh dear, what a conquer. I'm guessing Chivalrous Tube, you're talking about question number 7 now. Harley says it's real. Janet Gent says it's fake. 8 fake, or is it 7? No, it is 7. So real, and then Janet Gent says fake. Boba Cookie says real. Laura says it's real, and I think that's everyone, unless Kaylee is going to vote. But I think she's just cleaning her kitchen at the moment. So I'm just going to press this button now to reveal the final answer of today's and the answer is...
I'm afraid it's a stinking fake.
Yeah, I made it up, sorry. That's just not true at all.
Wowee.
Yeah, I know, I'm a right little cheat. So, I think you guys have done fairly well today, actually. I did have some kind of stinkers in there. So, how do you think real or fake was this week? Please do let me know. Yeah, dang, I know. Oh, but we have those here. What, you have the piled up stones, do you? I'm talking about Northern Ireland, mate. I don't know what you guys do in Iceland, but in Ireland they don't do that. No. So yeah, that is real or fake for today. If you haven't already, do head on over to patreon.com/realworldmagic, where you can check out all of the latest cool stuff. You can become a member. You can also go to realworldmagic.net. Again, if you haven't already, please do. Click that like button, subscribe, ding the bell button to be notified of future uploads, and I can press that again so that you can see me in drag. Check this out. There you go, there's me. I don't know why I did that, honestly, it's so bonkers. It was amazing, thanks. Thanks, Harley, cheers. Oh, that's really sweet of you. Yeah, you can have one of those on me. What's this? Is that birds? I can't remember what I did.
Oh, really?
No, I can't, honestly. What's this? Oh, yeah, so let's do this. That's performance. Yeah. So this whole thing about the card, I'll do it at an angle because otherwise I don't think it's going to be able to be seen particularly well. So you can turn one card into another. So that was the performance. Let's do the explanation. So all you do, you have 2 cards like this, and this is called the snap change. And all you do is hold the 2 cards like this as if it's one. Hold like this, and then all you do, it's almost like you snap your fingers like that. So this card goes into the palm, and that one is facing the camera. And that's it. That's it. Which is kind of crazy. And it's almost like this one, where you just go, what is that, 7 of hearts? Yeah. It's almost like that, but not. I always like to give a little bit extra. New transition screen. No, actually, this one's quite an old one. I just never really used it very much. I had every intention of using that screen to show card tricks and coin tricks and stuff like that. And maybe I'll do that a bit more in the new year, once I've got all my computers set up. Like I said, I've got 3 different computers, all using the same keyboard, the same mouse and the same monitors, and I just switch between them just by pressing buttons and stuff that I've rigged up myself. So it's all kind of clever. But I'm hoping that I'm also going to be able to rig up a new camera. I've got this one already set up. This is my, hopefully you guys can see that, this is my auto cue and my microphone just here. You can't really see it very well because it's on a stand thing. like an arm. So I've got that one rigged up already, and I can then start filming stuff. And I've got my ring light up here, which is why my hand's gone completely bleached out and white. But I also want another camera. I do have various other cameras, but I want to sort of beam it down here so I can then have a close-up mat and do some magic, proper stuff. Good morning from Australia. Oh wow, 5 AM and you're on watching me. Oh, thanks. I don't know what. Why'd I do that? Yeah, I don't know. That's like a high-pitched fart, wasn't it? Rather than a record scratch, but...
Oh my god!
Yeah, that one probably is better. Or even just...
Wowee.
Yeah, 5 AM, that's crazy. So, yeah, I kind of want to do things like that. I want to have a close-up mat so that I can switch cameras and then just go, right, check this out instead, and just go click. I'm going to have a different little editing tool which is going to speed up my editing a bit into the new year a bit more. So I'm going to be doing that. Hopefully that's going to allow me to switch cameras and things like that. So eventually I'm going to be doing all that sort of thing. So it should be fun, should be good. But yeah, it's not a new transition, no. I'm sorry I have to leave. Have a good rest of the live stream. I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. I think we're out. I think we're done. Thanks ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, guys. Please do click that like button. It tells YouTube that it's a good video and more people should see it. Click the bell button to be notified if you do subscribe, because then you won't miss anything like this. And if you haven't already, go over to my website where you can buy all of this sort of stuff if you fancy it. You can buy that and things like this. It's kind of, I probably need to change that because it's not Christmas anymore, let's face it. But yeah, you can buy a hoodie and all these awesome posters and stuff. So yeah, it'll be good. Right, thanks ever so much. Catch you later, guys. Cheers. Thanks for watching. And as always, stay magical. Bye bye.